She had merely forgotten to turn off the lights before going to bed, never imagining that this small oversight would end up saving her life. While turning off the lights, the woman noticed 3 suspicious men sneaking around in the villa she had just purchased earlier that day. Realizing that intruders had broken in, she rushed upstairs to her bedroom, splashed water on her sleeping daughter to wake her, and fled outside with her daughter in tow. However, as they reached the hallway, they collided head-on with one of the burglars. In a panic, the mother and daughter quickly ducked into a nearby elevator, planning to escape to the ground floor.
Hey! You're in the elevator, both of them, heading down.
As the burglars pursued them downstairs, the daughter suddenly remembered the villa's panic room. They frantically pressed the emergency button to stop the elevator, returned to the upper floor, and dashed toward the panic room. They managed to shut the heavy iron door just as the burglars caught up. The woman thought the burglars would leave after looting valuables, but she had no idea that what they were after was hidden right there in the panic room. She never could have imagined that the panic room contained $30 million left behind by the previous owner of the villa. Seeing that the burglars weren't leaving, the woman used the room's speaker system to shout at them.
Yeah, me and a couple...
Excuse me. The police are on their way.
She had hoped to scare them off, but the leader, Old Black, was the local dispatcher for emergency calls. He knew the villa's phone lines hadn't even been connected yet. The burglars started trying to break through the steel floor of the panic room. The mother and daughter were terrified and didn't know what to do. Suddenly, they noticed the walls vibrating and thought of signaling for help from their neighbors. They shouted desperately, but the 100-centimeter thick walls made their efforts futile. Fortunately, the panic room's steel was strong enough to resist the burglars' attempts. However, Old Black found a new approach. He knocked on the walls connected to the panic room, as if testing for a weak spot. Old Black then broke through a wall to expose the panic room's ventilation system. He drilled a small hole into it and inserted a gas pipe, planning to use the gas to force the mother and daughter out of the room.